I'm legit gonna just post this video just like this so you guys can actually just see. I just got home from training. Again, I'm on, I'm taking Turk. And today's experience taking Turk, I want to go over it with you guys. So, full disclosure, I took 2 pills today, again, and then I took my pre-workout with it. I took PPK with it, right? End of the day, 4 o'clock, I ate at the gym. So I'm like, well, I'll take both. I've done over a week with this so far. One thing I noticed, I said from the start, was like feeling some type of aggression. I am very open about my mental health. I'm always talking about, being self-aware and yada, yada, yada. And so I know when I have to manage my mental health more than I normally have to. I know when I have to manage my emotions. I noticed that's been a thing for a week. And today, so this is how my workout went. It started off, I was just doing, chest press, incline, dumbbell, and I felt, I got a little aggression. I was doing, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Each set I got 8, which I felt pretty strong, but nothing extremely whoa, that's a lot of weight. As my workout started to progress, I started to feel having a lot more energy. Now, mind you, I took 2 pills of Turk and PPK. Now, let me tell you about PPK. PPK is it's a damn good pre-workout. It's the best type of pre-workout because it doesn't get you aggressive. Not aggressive, but it doesn't really jack up your heart rate at all. It's a really good stim, a good vasodilated citric malate. It has pink lemon sea salt and taurine and coconut water powder. So it's got this really good mix to keep you, with a good pump and just stamina. I've never taken it and felt as I'm about to tell you. So as my workout continues to go, at the end of my workout, I'm feeling, a little more obviously energy. And I'm like, this is just from obviously PPK, and the aggression is obviously from Tukkestetone. But at the end of my workout, I felt my heart rate was jacked right up, and I had shortness of breath, almost like anxiety feeling in my chest, right? I couldn't get a full deep breath, and I found myself kind of talking myself off the ledge. And I say talking myself off the ledge, I'm kind of exaggerating, but basically what I mean is, you're in your head explaining, telling yourself hey, just breathe normally. Your heart rate's gonna go back down. There's nothing to worry about, blah, blah, blah. That's, I was doing that a lot more. And I was my breath was I can feel, myself having to be take deep breath and relax. When I got out of the gym, I had to sit in my car in the range, and I'm sitting like this. I'm and just, trying to carry on normally, doing that. To start driving home. And I'm all right, I'm gonna call Greg. I called him. It's the first time I called Greg in a bit, because I was look, I'm like, Greg, what's up? He's stop. I'm I wanted to I didn't want to talk to you and your brother. I didn't want you guys to tell me what I didn't want to have any kind of bias, that pink elephant thing where it's if you say you should feel this, 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 and this, then you kind of have that already in your head, and then eventually you kind of are expecting to feel whatever that person says. So I don't want to have any of that stuff. So I was now that I've kind of went through a week and, I was going to explain to him what happened to me today at the gym, I'm look, what are some of the side effects that you feel with Tukkestetone? And he's well, man, he's telling me, well, he's had all this aggression. He hasn't, he had to, go from 2 pills down to 1 because he didn't like how he had to manage his, his aggression type thing. He's it felt kind of Halo-ish. And I'm okay. So after him telling me this stuff, I'm okay, I do feel the aggression, but for me, it hasn't translated over to Halo would give you aggression, but then also extra strength. For me, I didn't feel the extra strength, but I have been feeling the extra stamina. But today, it was exacerbated because I combined it with a pre-workout. For me, it's I've taken PK before, and PK's never made me feel out of breath and have to kind of sit there and kind of manage my head on the way, almost I felt I was coming down. And by the time I got to my house from driving from the gym and talking to Greg to my house and literally walking in, my heart rate and my breathing got down to normal. So I can do that when before I was because in my head, I'm is it because I'm coming off a cold maybe? Because even right now, I'm there's I'm perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going through my head. I'm is it a cold maybe? Is that why I'm short of breath? Am I just coming off of a cold? Is it, and then I'm the only thing that's actually happening here is the fact that I combined the Turk with my pre-workout because my pre-workout I use before all the time, and again, I know what my pre-workout gives me. Today it was exacerbated. It was like almost too much. It's almost like if I would do that again, it's with 1 pill of Turk. It will actually be like a half a scoop of PK and 1 pill of Turk, and that's, I think, would be be the perfect ingredients, both of them, literally. I know you guys are like, oh, this is how he's promoting. This is what sucks about this. This is what literally sucks about doing these things. Cause like anyone can be like, yeah, right. You're just trying to promote Greg and you're trying to promote your business and you got to put it together. No. I'm freaking telling you. I got footage. I'll put it on there. I took this in my phone to the gym today. I'm like, let me get some footage if I have to, whatever. Even my DJI mic as well too. And bam, put it together and I would film, a couple sets. I stopped filming because like I was getting too anxious. By the time I got to my lateral raises, I was like, man, this pump is sick. I'm feeling great. And then by the end of that, I did 3 sets and I'm like, what the f is going on? I'm like, all right, man, this is chill out. Let's go and do the pec deck. I went and grabbed the pec deck, did 1 set, and you could see me. I got my headphones on. The house music was playing. That was like perfect on Discovery Weekly on Spotify. Today they had it bang on. Every song was a banger. Bam, 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 bam. Plus this, so it was like the perfect environment. And again, man, I've done this for years. I remember exactly. This felt like. This felt like back in the days, like a combination pre-workout. That was I can't say this is like a video purely on Turk, but I can tell you right now that adding Turk to today was like, I took too many scoops of like the old 1RM, 1 rep max, or like the jacked. If you guys remember Jack from back in the day, that's exactly how I felt. Holy shit. Just had one of those like in the moments. If you guys remember, y'all, I'm 41. Any guys my age remember back in the day when they had Jack and like 1RM? Jacked was sick. They took it off the market and it was like the worst thing that happened. That stuff was one of like the best pre-workouts, and you had to be careful how much you took, literally. I remember making a joke one day and my boys taking a scoop of Jacked, and some got in my eye and I was like, oh, and I'm sitting there like, my eyes, and they made a joke the entire day, but like, Jacked eye. Anyway, that's what today felt like. Just want to be completely honest, like literally. As soon as I stepped into the house, I'm like, I gotta do a video on this. Like, I gotta be honest about this entire thing. I said to Greg, I'm like, yo, man, I got another, few more weeks of this. I just might, just go down to 1. Like, I don't like managing my mental health. I do not like being like, yo, I'm a little more aggressive than I want to be. Like, I don't. I really, really don't. That's one thing I do not like about it. 100%. 100%. For me, taking Turk would not be worth it to take 2 pills. Like it's like for me to do this for another few weeks. I'm like, yeah, man. Like I'm not trying to. I got relationships in my life, and like I know my mental health. So it's like if I don't have to manage my mental health that much, I don't want to. Why the hell would I put myself through that at all? I'm dead serious. So like I might be going down to 1 pill. I'm just being honest with you guys about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, today, that was too much. Like today, I don't want to go through that again. That was like I don't want to talk myself off a ledge. You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm exaggerating but I literally had to, like, that's what I mean by talking about off a ledge. I have to, manage my thoughts, like very strongly, right? I need to be like, yo, Johnny, it's all good, man. Like, that's what, then my head, the voice in my head is like this. Johnny, all good. Just take a deep breath, nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. You know what I mean? Everything's all fine. I'll kind of do this. Your heart rate's a little elevated, makes sense. And I was like, take deep breath in, and I know it will calm down. But the fact that I have to do that. I don't have to do that when I do any pre-workout. Like, and you shouldn't have to be honest. Today was almost like too much. I'll show it. I have on my Trello board. I was like, Greg, yeah, I was gonna do a video on. It's basically called "I Took Too Much Turk." It's literally right here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull it up on my Trello board. I'm gonna screenshot this. It says on my Trello board down to up next, I took too much Turk. I was gonna do a video basically like, cause I was thinking about doing that video because I'm like, that stuff might not be that, that might not be as strong as Greg says it is or whatever, and I'm gonna take more Turk than what it's recommended. I'm gonna be like, hey, let's see what happens. I'm glad today happened, because I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm like, I told Greg, I was gonna do a video on I took too much Turk. I'm not doing that. I will not be doing that video. Just saying. Anyway, I thought I'd just be honest with you guys, come here and tell you, yeah, it was. Anyway, until next time, guys, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep G chasing.